21 years. We'll make 22 in December.
Myles, like I said, with practice, Woody's mentioned a couple of things. One, playing faster. Let's start there. Just kind of what's that look like and what's your feel about that?
I mean, it all starts with our conditioning, though. Just everybody getting in shape. That way that we're able to play fast. And I think that'll be one of the key successes for us, to be successful in the season is us playing fast and getting out in transition to get easy buckets.
Seeing you in AAU, like we were talking about, and also talking to other people who have seen you, they say that the number one thing that stands out about you is speed with the ball in your hands. What do you think about that, and do you think that is your best attribute?
I'd say it's one of my best attributes. I think another one is my IQ, my ability to play defense, my ability to lead. I wouldn't just hang my hat on one thing, but definitely I think speed with the ball would be up there for sure. But it's just a blessing, to be able to go out there and be able to do that. So, yeah.
How does your skill set fill a need for this Hoosier squad?
I would just say just me being a little bit older. I mean, I understand I played one season in my entirety, which was last year, but I have a lot of IQ and I have a lot of experience just knowing basketball and being in tough situations. So I think me being able to not just lead like myself or be an extension of coach, but lead the other players as well. And it's not just me, everybody else can lead each other, but I think me just having that experience, it kind of helps.
When you went in the portal, what was it about this place that drew you here?
Just the authenticity. I tell everybody this all the time, like, that's the main thing I was looking for, and that's the main thing I look for in life throughout people and relationships. Woody, the coaching staff, the players, they were all very authentic since day one, and I thought to myself, if that was how it was when I first got out here, I can only imagine more time we spent together and the bond we can build and moving each day forward, so that's why I chose it.
What excites you the most about what this squad could do this year?
We have a lot of expectations from outside of here that, they want to put on us, but just being able to fulfill the things that we want to get done. Obviously, we're not going to sit here and act like we don't hear what people are saying, but we don't really pay attention too much to it. We're bought into each other, to what Coach wants us to do and what we want to do for ourselves and together. So just being able to pull through and, like I say, meet those expectations that we have in-house is the ultimate goal for us.
Why should the Big Ten be on notice for what this team can be on the floor?
You just got a bunch of guys that's going to go out there and compete every night. I mean, everybody in the conference, we have new teams from the Pac-12, but everybody kind of like reloaded a little bit. So it's not anything that we want to go get. We can go get it, but it's not going to be easy though. So just expect a team that's going to play hard each day, night in, night out, and you're not going to get nothing easy over here.
Those Pac-12 teams, you're familiar with all of them. What do they add to the league? You're going from 14 to 18 teams, so obviously it's a big league, but a lot of people are curious just kind of what the style of play is from the Pac-12 and how that changed the league.
I mean, all four of those teams play a completely different style of ball. I remember Washington, when I first got out to Washington State, they played a lot of zone, but they have a new coach now, Sprinkle from Utah State. So we're excited to see how he can get his team going. But I just think they just bring something new to the conference just by the versatility how they play. I mean, it's a little bit more, I would say, a little fast paced on the West Coast than it would be in the Big Ten. And I think everybody just kind of getting used to those teams and being, they might have the advantage of playing slower with a bigger big, but at the same time, it's basketball at the end of the day. You got to make adjustments. You got to get used to how everybody plays, so it shouldn't be that too much of a hassle.
As a player, what do you think of just the travel that's going to be involved, like going out to the West Coast and them coming east? How does that impact anything?
I'm not a person that really gets too affected by travel that much. That's just me. But I just think you just got to go out there and handle your business. I mean, if a lot of guys out here have dreams of playing professional, there's going to be a lot of nights of where you have to do back-to-backs. So I think it's just a stepping stone towards that. So you just got to treat it as it is like that, and just go out there and play basketball and handle your business.
What do you think are 3 or 4 things big strengths of this team?
Our collectiveness, our cohesion. I think that's the thing we can hang our hats on. When times get tough, we always know we got each other's back. Obviously, having Coach Woody, he has the experience, man. He's done this before at the highest level. So having him in our corner is not too bad. Like I say, us playing fast in transition, getting out and getting easy buckets to get people to understand that we're going to be going coast to coast a lot. And I just think for us also just knocking down open threes as well. I think us having the complete game as a team and as individuals, I mean, I think the sky's the limit for us.
When you reflect on last season, what do you feel like you were the most proud of in terms of the way you played, and what do you kind of want to improve on for the season?
I was just honestly proud that I was able to play basketball, truthfully. I mean, everything that came my way didn't come from individual, and it came from team success and us winning. And that's the same thing that we're going to have here. We're going to have a lot of wins. We're going to do everything the right way as a team, as a collective unit. And that just brings a lot of, whether it's for me or for the university or for any other player, like that brings extra stuff for them. But I would just say just me being a complete leader and me being able to play basketball.
Yeah, what was that process like for you when you were not able to play and just kind of recovering and trying to get back on the court?
It was difficult, just learning how to persevere, just learning more about myself. Having my mom and my dad for sure being my rock is everything that I could ask for. So just being able to know that anything that comes my way now, it won't really attest to that at all.
You obviously went through a ton. Was there ever, those of us who haven't been through it can't sit here and say you understand, you just can't. But was there ever a moment where you went, what the hell's going on, and am I going to be okay? Am I going to get to play again?
Definitely. I mean, those thoughts kind of creep into your mind a little bit, but you can't let them kind of like sit there and just be there for a long period of time. So, I mean, like, it's normal for people to think like that, but, just like I said, just learning to persevere and, like, just get through it. And that's the thing for me that I learned the most about myself.
Did that challenge? On the flip side of that, what was the moment where you went, okay, I'm good, I get to play again? Was it a practice? Was it a game? What was the moment that you were like, I'm good, man, this is awesome?
Truthfully, probably about a month after I started chemotherapy, because like the first 2 treatments were really bad on me. I was sleeping a lot, didn't have a lot of energy to do simple things or like just your every day-to-day things. But my mom, she made sure I was always good. And then as I progressed in the chemotherapy, like as I went probably like I want to say it was like the month and a half mark, after I got used to it, I was able to like get back on the court, work out a little bit when I wasn't supposed to, but just knowing once I was able to pick up that basketball and like shoot around a little bit, I knew I would be fine.
How did you manage to stay positive through all of that?
I mean, my relationship with God, he puts that through me, and my mom and my dad, they're always preaching positivity to me, and that's just who I was like as a kid, and that's just who I am today. I mean, I'm always preaching positivity, I always have a smile on my face, and that's just the thing I want people to remember about me, is that I'm always going to be a positive person.
What's the most important attribute for a point guard on the floor in your mind?
You have to be an extension of the coach. I believe that. I mean, you can have every skill in the book, but if you can't lead the team, or you can't get your guys to play harder or motivate them in any kind of way, I feel like that's the most important thing, because everybody's going to have a different role, but how can you be able to manage all those roles and put them all together to understand it? So just being an extension of the coach, I truthfully think is the best thing you could be.
This is a new group, obviously, for you. How have you used the summer and what you've done so far this fall to kind of get a feeling for all those roles and how you have to manage that?
I think it just goes back to our team bonding experiences that we had over the summer. Like, we've been fishing, we've been miniature golf. Like, there's just a lot of things that over the summer we did as a collective unit to learn each other. And I'm always people watching. I'm understanding tendencies and attributes of other people. So I'm just trying to, when I first got here, I wasn't trying to overstep anybody at all, but knowing at the same time that they want me to be a leader here. So I had to get out of my comfort zone a little bit and go out there and just lead them down the right path, and everything that we've done over the summer just kind of attests to how we're going to be in the season.
Probably ties into those 2 questions, but like, what are the biggest keys for you as a point guard to learning a new teammate quickly, in terms of understanding where he wants the ball, where he's going to be in certain situations, just how to like kind of get that almost like subconscious relationship?
Yeah, it just comes with playing open gym and practicing with one another. Like, when we're doing drills, like if I make a pass and it might be a little bit outside, I'll ask them like, where you want it? You want it on the left side? You want it on the right side? And you just remember those things, and then as you play more and more, you get familiar with everybody. And like when you're playing, you're not just looking at your team, you're looking at the other team as well. So you got to see how people react to certain situations, and like how they miss a shot or when they make a shot. There's a lot of things that go into it, but I feel like you just get comfortable the more and more you play, and that's really the thing.
Myles, a lot of the guys have talked